coming out. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Like, for real. Once again, thank everybody for coming. I'm gonna do a little short intro to myself. One of the co-organizers. Funny thing is, I came up with the name 2 years ago. 2 years ago, where I live, we called it the Dodge Hacker House. And then downstairs, we were trying to figure out another name to call, whatever we hang out at. So it was me, my Nigerian friend, another friend who's from Palestinian, Syrian. And I'm like, man, it's a trap house, A bunch of dudes, grinding. And then one guy was like, nah, he said, it's a tech trap house because we got our Macs out, right? It's like a double-edged meaning, like Mac 10, you guys follow me? Cool, right? So it's just crazy how 2 years ago that name came about, and then now we're doing this, So it was almost like it was destined. So without further ado, I want to introduce Fred the man. How do you pronounce your last name? I want to make sure I get it right.
Mathieu.
Oh, that's it? Yeah. Mathieu. Okay, cool. Just gotta add that tongue in it, right? Yeah, so that's why I had the song playing. Here Comes the Boom. That was your intro. Yeah. So cool. Let's get into it. Yeah. So Fred, how did we meet, Fred? We met on Facebook. Met on Facebook, right? I'm gonna let you tell the story.
So the thing is, I'm gonna be interactive with y'all because we here, right? So I be on Facebook, right? And so someone sent me the Tech Trap House, and I was like, what the Tech Trap House? It's a good name. It was good marketing. Yeah. It was good. It's good marketing. So I said the Tech Trap House.
I know my people.
Okay. So I looked it up, and then and I seen it was on Facebook. So I'm in recruiting. I'm in sourcing. So I said I gotta figure out who it is, and then I found his Facebook, and I just messaged him. I was like, yo, like, what's up? Like, what is this? And like, we just got to talking, and I was like, yo, set it up. And the funny part about it is, like, when you're in recruiting, you send the invite. And I said, yo, we're meeting on like, what was it, like a Tuesday? I was like, Tuesday. Yeah, we met here. We met in the back. I was like, yo, we're gonna meet on a Tuesday at like 3 p.m. And I sent it. And then the funny part was, he sent me the invite. I said, all right, we lit. I said, all right. And so we came here, we chopped it up a little bit, and he told me about kind of the vision for the Tech Trap House. And I was like, and it's funny because this is actually what he said that happens. It's like people coming in, enjoying themselves, people that want to talk about tech, people that really want to like kind of mingle and have a space to be cool, and this is what it really is. So I appreciate you having me.
Yeah. It ain't realistic on my calendar. Right, yeah, so I'm going to give him a proper introduction. So Fred is originally from the East Coast. His parents migrated or immigrated from Haiti. Yep. You the oldest, second oldest out of 7?
No, I'm the second youngest.
Second youngest. Oh, okay. So you the baby. So you used to get in your way a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. From Lynn, Massachusetts, right? Yeah. I never even heard of that before.
That's okay.
I saw it in your bio. I was like, I think I knew
We here though.
I'm like, I think I know one person, Lynn, well, named Lynn, but I didn't know there was a city called Lynn. How many people live there?
Lynn's about like 100,000 people. Like 100,000 people. We're like north of Boston, so it's like the thing about Lynn is like it's kind of like everything around us is like pretty rich. Like some of the richest counties in Massachusetts area, and then like Lynn is like a very cultural city. So it's like there's nothing but a lot of Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Nigerians. So it's like it's a lot of cultural diversity where I'm from. So
right. So you were doing community work in Lynn.
Yeah.
And then you made the transition. You moved here. And then you got into Asana as a technical recruiter. So I want to dig into all that, you know what I'm saying? Then we can talk about the whole Twitter episode with stuff. So yeah. So one thing I found interesting, right? I'm originally from the East Coast, I'm from North Carolina, right? And I moved here 3 years ago. And your parents, immigrated from Haiti, right? So what are the similarities that you saw with your move here from them moving here or whatever?
So first, I would say there's levels to it, right? And so for me, it's like, when I look at it, like, I got inspiration from them because coming from Haiti to America is not me coming from like 3,000 miles to San Francisco. They came from like a whole other country where they had to learn the language, where they had to like really figure out the culture and the people. So there's levels to it. But at the same time, the similarities I saw was the fact that like, I definitely jumped and I was like, what I did was like, I read somewhere that you gotta burn the bridges. You know what I mean?